Hello, everyone. Oh my gosh, I am so excited to have all of you guys here today. I just want to say thank you so much for taking time out of your Monday, probably a day off. I know it's a holiday for a lot of us here in the States. If you're watching from Canada, it's a holiday. So just thank you so much for taking time away from your family, your life, your business, your whatever, to come hang out with me for the next hour. I am really, really excited to have you guys here. Let me just check everything on my end. How does it sound on your end? Can you guys hear everything? We are going to have a little chat box down below. There is another chat box, but we will be using the one down below this video. So if you're watching it on a mobile phone, sometimes what happens is you got to scroll down, and if you open up the chat, sometimes it takes away the video. So just be aware of that. And if for some reason anything ever goes out while we're here live, just hit the refresh button on your side. I am watching it here on our end just to make sure that nothing goes out. So hopefully I'm kind of aware of like what's happening. But as always, let me know in the comments if something's going on. But if for some reason, like I said, it goes out, typically it's on your end, especially if you're watching on a mobile phone. So just hit the refresh button and usually you're able to come back into it. Also, I want you guys to know that we are recording this. So if for some reason you get disconnected or something, try to get back on. But if for some reason you can't, don't worry, we're going to be recording this, and our goal is to send out a replay to you guys as well. So I just want to say thank you guys again for being here. We're going to give it just a couple more minutes for people to kind of join in. And what I want to do in these next couple minutes is go ahead and type in the chat box down below this video. Type in where you are listening in from and what your Instagram handle is. So type in your Instagram handle and what area you're listening in from, and then I can see them down here in the chat. Awesome. It looks like everybody's saying, everyone's saying that they can see and they can hear me. That's awesome. It looks like I'm good here on this end. So it looks like we have some great people coming in here from Denver. Kennedy's watching. Wisco, I'm not even sure where that is. Wisconsin, I'm going to guess. Let's see here. Beauty by Twos is here. Z Artistry is here. Kate's here from Canada. We got Georgia, Missouri, Niagara Falls, Canada. Oh my gosh, London, Denver, Indiana, Vancouver, lots of Canadians here today. I love that. I think it's so fun when we get to have people from all over the world here. I know that there's a couple Australians that are going to be watching. And just so you guys know, it is like 4 a.m. or like 3 a.m. in Australia right now. So if you are watching from Australia, like live, just want to give you a huge high five for being here with us. This is going to be a really fun class, and I'm really excited that you're here live with us. If you're watching from London, I know it's like nighttime for you. It is early morning here. And if you're watching somewhere in between, it's probably like midday for you. So just thanks again for being here. Lots of people typing in. So awesome. So glad that you guys could make it. Like I said, one last quick thing, just in case anything goes out for those of you guys that are just joining in, go ahead and just hit refresh on your end. And sometimes if you're watching it from a phone and you go to use the chat, sometimes it takes away the video. So one thing that I will say, if you are on a mobile device, if you're on a phone, and you want to watch this entire class, there are going to be times throughout the class where I ask you guys to chat in. But if you're watching on a phone and it's getting like messed up with your video, don't chat in. It's okay. I know you can just say your answer out loud, or just participate in whatever way you feel comfortable with. But don't use the chat because I don't want it to get rid of the video for you guys. So definitely make sure to keep your eyes on the screen. We've got a lot of things to do today, a lot of good things to go through, and I think we're ready to get started. So I'm excited that you guys are here. Looks like we have two different chats. You guys, just to give you a heads up, total transparency here. This is a new platform that I'm using to host this class on. So hopefully everything goes good. We're not expecting any tech glitches on our end, but just in case, I want to let you guys know that we will do whatever we can. But I'm getting used to it. I think there's two different chats going on. Not really sure how that's happening, but that's okay. Like I said, the one chat that we will be using through this class will be the one down below this video on this page. So I think let's just dive in. Are you guys ready? Let me hear in the chat box a yes if you are ready to get started. I'm going to switch over my screen and just give me a quick second here while I do that. It's kind of funky, this application. So let me share my screen. And here we go. So you guys should be able to see what it says, how to boost your Instagram engagement, all while spending less time taking photos and writing captions. And actually, let me do one thing real quick here. Let me just change it out so you're not having to look at me while you're watching it, because I know that that can sometimes be annoying. So let's try that again real quick here. Okay. Hopefully this works. Hopefully you guys can see it now, and I don't have my little face over there in the corner, because trust me, I know that that will get distracting, and I want it just to be the slides here because it's already such a tight screen. I want to make sure that you guys can see all the text and everything. So one thing I will say too, while we're in this class, is try to not get distracted. We'll talk about that in a second, but if you guys want to take screenshots of these, feel free to do so. If you guys want to take an Instagram story to show that you're here watching this, especially for those of you guys who are watching in on a laptop or a tablet or something, and you can take an Instagram story, please go ahead and do so. I think that it's so fun sharing on Instagram that you're watching this class, and absolutely make sure to tag me, because I definitely want to repost some of these a little bit later. So definitely make sure to do that. If you find something really helpful through the class and you want to share it on Instagram, feel free to do so. All right, so we're just going to get started this morning. I see that a lot of you guys have typed yes, that you are ready to get started. You guys are here with me, and I am just so excited. Okay, so today I'm going to show you how you can make the shift from feeling overwhelmed and stressed out by trying to keep up with creating content for Instagram. And by the end of our time together, by the end of this 60-minute class, you're going to have the tools to save you over 5 hours a week so that you can get back to doing more of the things you love. So by the end of today's class, I'm going to give you guys the tools that are going to save you, I would say, 5, maybe even more hours a week when it comes to creating Instagram content, because I know that Instagram can be stressful. It can be overwhelming, especially when you feel like you have to always come up with content. So today's class is going to be perfect for you. But before we get started, I want you guys to put your phone on silent. I know I told you guys just to post on Instagram, but after that, put your phone on silent. Put it away, maybe put it in another room if you have to. For me, I know I like to just scroll on Instagram. And if you're anything like me, it's like where you watch Netflix for like 10%, but 90% is like scrolling your phone. Don't do that in this class, because today we have a lot of great stuff we're going to go through. And the last thing that I would want to have happen is you to miss something really important because you were watching like something on the Explore feed, like a slime video. Like a slime video is not going to help you grow your career as a hairstylist. So put away that distraction, put your phone on silent, put it away. Don't scroll on Instagram, and just stay here present in the moment with me. Also, close the door, put the kids away, put the dog away. I had to put my dogs away. So get rid of any distractions. I want you guys to grab a notebook and pen. One of the things that I really always recommend with all of my classes when I teach in person or when I teach online is the more you can write down, the more you retain the information. So they say when you go to a class that you actually forget about a lot of the information within the first 24 hours. I think they say 80% of the information within the first 24 hours you forget. But if you write things down, you actually retain about 60% more of that information only because you wrote it down. So grab a notebook, grab a pen. It's even better than writing it in your phone or taking screenshots, because we all know that screenshots disappear and we never look at them again. So please, please, please write this stuff down. It's going to be really helpful for you today. And get ready to learn a ton. Okay, like I'm excited. I think you guys are excited. We're gonna dive in. Get ready, because we have some awesome things coming for you. And at the very end, I've been teasing this on my Instagram. I've been teasing this everywhere, but we have a huge announcement coming, and I'm very excited for you guys to be the first people to see it. So get ready to learn a ton and stay till the end, because we have something super fun at the end. Okay, so over the last year, have polled my audience on Instagram. And chances are, if you watch my stories or even have been on my Instagram feed, you have probably participated in one of my polls. And I've been polling you guys for the last year, and this is what I found. I found that stylists are struggling with creating content when it comes to Instagram. In fact, some of the biggest things that I have kept hearing stylists say was, I never know what to post on Instagram, or I hate writing captions. That's something that a lot of you guys struggle with. I'd say that's probably my number one thing that I hear from you guys that you struggle with. Or I hate taking photos because I always forget to take photos in the salon. And so that's why I wanted to create today's class, because it's something that I kept hearing coming up over and over and over again. So if you're anything like me, I'm guessing that you probably showed up here for a reason today. And so what I want you guys to do is I'm going to post these reasons here. And what I want you to do is I want you to tell me in the chat box which one resonates with you the most. So number one, you're wanting to post more on Instagram and be consistent, but you don't feel like you have enough time to take photos. If that's you, type a number one. Number two, every time you go to write a caption, you stare blankly at your phone for 30 minutes and finally end up giving up or not posting at all or writing something boring. If that's you, type a number two. Number three, you're spending all this time trying to come up with content to make your Instagram page look good, but feeling like you're just spinning your wheels and your page isn't looking the way that you want it to. If that feels like you, type a three. Number four, you have no idea how to get people to engage with your content. And even if they do like, or if they comment, those followers aren't turning into actual clients. So you're struggling turning your followers into clients. And lastly, Instagram is taking up so much of your time and it's starting to feel like a chore rather than something you enjoy. So type it in the chat box which one you feel like you resonate with. You're not consistent, number one. Number two, you just hate writing captions or you don't feel like you're good at writing captions. Number three, you feel like you're pumping out so much content, but your page still doesn't look the way you want it to. Number four, you aren't getting that engagement. And even if you are, those followers aren't turning into clients. And number five, Instagram feels like a chore. So I'm going to read your guys' answers here. We got 2 and 4 for sure. All of the above. Number 4, that's a big one. I see a lot of you guys typing in 2, 3, and 5, 2, 4, all the above. 5 is the biggest issue. Instagram feels like a chore. I feel you. Haha Studio. I love it. Jenny Holiday says 2 for real. 1, 3, and 4, all of the above. Number 2, all day. Hate writing captions. I see a lot of number 2s. Hey, from Switzerland. So glad you're here. A little bit of number 5, 4, all the above. Okay, awesome. So I'm definitely feeling that this is kind of why you guys are here today because like I said, these were the things that I pulled. These were the things that I saw from my audience. And obviously you guys are part of my audience. So I had a feeling that that would be something that you struggle with too. But I want you to know that no matter why you're here, no matter what that reason was, you are here in the right place at the exact right time. And by the end of class, like I said, I'm going to help you guys regain back your time and start feeling less stressed and less overwhelmed when it comes to Instagram. If you can just feel like a sigh of relief, I want you guys to type the word yes in the chat box because I know that you guys are here at the right place at the right time. And for some of you, it might have been hard to get here. It might have been you had to maybe find a babysitter for your kids, or you had to lock them in another room, or you had to take time out of your schedule to do this. I get it. And one thing I just want to say is you guys made the effort to be here while there were so many other stylists that saw this class and were like, oh my gosh, I'm going to sign up. And then they didn't. Or maybe they signed up for the class and they're still not here. So I just want to give you guys, the people who came here live, the people who are watching right now, I just want to give you guys a high five because you're here at the right place and you guys made an effort to be here to invest back in your career. And I really, really, really want to help you guys get your time back. So I'm just excited that you guys are here. I know I've said that a lot, but truly it means a lot to me that you guys showed up here today. So before we get into the content, in case you guys are new around here, I wanted to introduce myself and kind of tell you guys a little bit of my story. So, hey, I'm Jamie Dana, and I love this photo of me because this is absolutely how I feel with my career right now. I feel so excited. I feel so happy. I feel so grateful to be able to do what I am able to do. But I'm going to tell you that this is not always how I felt. There were definitely some times in my career where I didn't have this beautiful smile on my face. So kind of let's walk through them. So here's a photo of me in beauty school. This is actually the first day that we got our doll heads. This is my very first wet set. Please don't judge it. But this is me in beauty school. And you guys, when I was in beauty school, there were so many things that I had no idea about. I had no idea what this career would look like for me. I didn't know that I was getting into actually owning a business. And real quick, little side note, I want you to know that no matter where you are at in your career, whether you're a hairstylist, you're commission, you're rental, maybe you're an assistant, maybe you own a salon suite, or maybe you're a salon owner or a salon manager, I want you guys to know that no matter where you are a business owner. And that's something that is not taught in beauty school. And in fact, a lot of us just think that we're getting into this because it's a job. But in reality, there's a lot more that comes along with it than just doing a job. This is a business, and Instagram is a huge part of our businesses nowadays. And there's so much that goes into it. And so this is me, flashback. Gosh, I think it was 11 years ago, 10 years ago in beauty school, fresh into it, very excited, had no idea what's ahead of me. And so this was me as I started to get into a salon. These were kind of some of the photos that I would take of the work that I was doing. I was really into taking the back of the head and having my client look in the mirror so I could get the front in the same thing. As you guys can see, I was really into that. I was like, oh, I can get like 2 photos in one. So I've always been a little creative, a little artistic when it came to Instagram photos, but this kind of stuff did not show off my work well at all. And in fact, this was actually before Instagram was even around. This is what I was posting on things like Facebook. Here's a little bit better of a photo, but not edited, just thrown up on my Facebook page. And then eventually when I did get into Instagram, just thrown up on my Instagram page. And at the time, I didn't realize that you had to have a strategy, or that you should take good hair photos, or that there should be good lighting, or that you could edit your photos, or anything like that. So I was just throwing things up. Here's a couple more photos of me working, blurry photo. I would call this like a in action type photo, which is funny because I take these photos now, but you guys can see the quality's gotten a little bit better. Here's some more of my Instagram photos that I took back in the day. I just didn't know what I was doing. And again, like back in the day, it was like put together a couple photos, slap an Instagram filter on it, post it on Instagram, you're good to go. It didn't take a lot of thought. There wasn't a lot of editing that went into it. We didn't curate our pages. None of that was happening. But nowadays, there's a lot more that goes into it. So as you guys can see, as my Instagram progressed, it started to get better. I started to put effort into the lighting in my photos, the photography, the editing, the way that the page looked with all of my photos. And I started to get really good at this. And eventually, as you guys know, I started to teach Instagram. But over time, this kind of stuff started taking a lot more of my time than I thought it would. And so what went from just editing a couple photos, throwing them up on Instagram, turned into an entire part of my job that I didn't even realize I had. So I went from, just being a hairstylist behind the chair to a photographer, to a photo editor, to a curator, to a social media manager, to a marketing person. And I was not equipped for this stuff. I didn't have the time. I wasn't a full-time team. And most of you guys are probably in that place where you're feeling like, man, this stuff didn't take me that much time in the beginning, but now it's taking me so much time. I feel like I'm just spending hours and hours and hours every single week on Instagram. And if you're not really seeing results from it, that can feel like the biggest waste of time. And so I started to kind of resent Instagram. And honestly, there have been multiple times where I've been burnt out from Instagram. I've been over it just because there's so much work that goes into it. And so kind of why I'm here today was because I pulled a lot of my audience, and because this is something that I've struggled with, of dealing with the burnout of Instagram. And at the end of the day, I was just a hairstylist. This is what I love to do. I loved working on my clients. I loved being able to provide services for them and really impact their lives, spend time with them. And absolutely, social media is a huge part of that. But it was taking up so much of my time that I would get home from the salon, I'd be exhausted, I'd be sitting down, I'd be so burnt out, my feet are tired, my back is tired, my brain is mush because I talk to clients all day. And the last thing I wanted to do was post on Instagram or write up a caption, right? And so I'm sure that a lot of you guys have felt that way. I feel like that's just like every day in the salon. And even to this day now, where I'm not in the salon anymore working on clients, but there are days that I work in the salon to create content. And those are long days, just like you guys have long days. And I'm tired. And so what I really wanted to do was come up with a solution that would make life a lot easier for us at the end of our long day, when our brain is exhausted, when the last thing we want to do is post a photo on Instagram, but knowing all at the same time, Instagram is the thing that really helps grow our business, that there needed to be a better solution. And so here's me today. I'm excited. I love my job. Like I said, because I found solutions and strategies and almost put these systems into place in my business so that I can actually love my job again, love my career again, but ultimately love Instagram again. Because back in the day when you got on it, you probably liked it to begin with, but it started to feel like a bore. And so I'm going to walk you guys through some different things today, but I hope that my story maybe resonated with you, that you might feel like, oh man, at the end of the day, the last thing I want to do is post on Instagram. I have got you covered. So let's dive in. But first, I want to ask you guys a question real quick. Can you imagine with me real quick what it would feel like to not be stressed about Instagram and instead fall back in love with it because you're not wasting hours trying to come up with tons of content? If you could type in the chat box real quick what that would feel like. How would you feel like? Would you feel like you could spend more time with your family, with your kids? Would you just feel like your brain wouldn't feel so cluttered all the time with all the things that you need to do? Because ultimately, as a hairstylist, there's a lot of things going on in our brains. We got to remember our client formulas. We got to remember what client had a baby and which one just had their kids graduate from college. Like all of that stuff is a lot to remember. And adding this extra layer on top of it can feel really stressful. So type in the chat box what you guys would feel like if you weren't wasting hours trying to come up with lots of content. My brain wouldn't feel so cluttered. Brian says. Sarah says relieved. Kelsey says so good to free up my time. A weight lifted off my shoulders, says Lindsay. The Glamour God says, I wouldn't cry trying to create good posts. Relaxed. It would feel awesome. I would play with my kids more and have my hobbies back a little bit more. Oh my gosh, I love that. I would feel confident. I would feel way less stressed and more relaxed, less anxious, less stressed. My brain wouldn't feel so full. You guys, this is exactly why I wanted to teach this class, because those are the reasons of what I felt too. And I love, love, love that so many of you guys can only imagine what that would feel like. And so I'm excited to dive in. So there's one thing that I want you guys to know walking away from today's class, and that's this. Creating Instagram content that helps you grow your business can feel overwhelming and stressful at times. Like you guys just said right there, it can feel stressful. It can feel overwhelming. But if you have the right systems and tools in place, you can get your time back and actually enjoy posting on Instagram again. So if you take away anything from this class, I want you guys to know that Instagram, I get it. It's stressful, it's overwhelming, but it can grow your business. And if you have the right tools and if you have right systems in place, like I implemented in my business, you will be able to get your time back and actually enjoy Instagram again, which is really exciting. Okay, I'm going to take a sip of water real quick. All right, let's dive in. So I get it. You are stuck in a conundrum. On one hand, you want to get more engagement, right? You want to get some more likes, some more comments from people. Does anybody here feel like they are getting the worst engagement right now? I feel like the algorithm, as it's always changing, right? There's times where maybe you felt like you were getting good engagement and then all of a sudden it tanked. I feel like it's been doing that a lot lately. And I've heard it a lot from my students who are inside my online program, Oh Hot Gram. A lot of us have been saying that our Instagram engagement has tanked. So on one hand, you want to get more engagement, especially because the algorithm has made it tank, right? And you absolutely want to gain new clients from Instagram. Like I'm assuming that there's a reason why you're on Instagram. And most likely it's because you actually want to grow your business with Instagram, right? Because at the end of the day, what are we doing if we're just posting on Instagram and our business isn't actually seeing results? So you most likely want to gain clients from Instagram. But in order to do that, you feel like you constantly have to be pumping out new content. And it feels like this thing that shouldn't take you very long is taking up so much of your time and you're starting to hate it. So when you first got onto Instagram, like I was sharing, it was fun. I had fun taking photos. You probably loved taking all your photos and, maybe posing your clients or like doing their hair. You could probably write captions pretty easily because at the end of the day, there wasn't a lot of strategy that went into it. It didn't have to be these like crazy long captions. You probably enjoyed organizing your page and posting up your photos and making it look good. But somewhere along the line, after creating so much content, you started to get bored with it and what you were doing with it, and it started to feel like a chore. So I heard a lot of you guys say that Instagram is feeling like a chore to you. And so I know that you're kind of stuck in this place where you want to grow, you want to gain all these clients and engagement, but on the other hand, you don't really like using Instagram that much. So my goal today with this class is to help you fall back in love with Instagram, because I truly believe it is the best way to grow your business as a hairstylist. So let's talk about how to actually boost your engagement while spending less time taking photos and writing captions, because I'm all about you getting your time back and actually enjoying Instagram again. If you guys are excited and you want your time back and you want to love Instagram again, type a yes in the chat box, because that's my goal for you guys today. So let's talk about it. Strategy number one. Strategy number one is you have to show up consistently. Here's the reason why. Your audience needs to know what to expect from you, because at the end of the day, if they don't know what to expect from you, they're going to lose interest. And so if you aren't posting consistently, they're never going to know what to expect. And ultimately, this starts to kind of break down their trust. And another reason why you want to be able to post more consistently is the more often you post, the more chances you have to be seen by your audience. So there's something that I say a lot, but there is actually, I'll go to the next slide. You never know what post is going to get somebody to finally book with you. I'm going to say that again. You never know what post is going to get someone to finally book with you. So we think that we post up a beautiful photo of a balayage, and then all of a sudden, clients are going to be like, oh my gosh, I got to go to her. She's amazing. Wow, I got to go to him. They're incredible. I got to book with them, right? And it doesn't really work like that. And so we get discouraged because maybe our post isn't getting very many likes, or it's not getting very many comments, or it wasn't getting the engagement that you used to get. And so we get kind of over this Instagram thing because we're like, well, my engagement sucks. No one's booking appointments with me. What's going on? What's the point of this? And you just get over it. But ultimately, you don't know what that post is going to be that's going to get somebody to finally book with you. And in fact, a lot of times you will have clients that are following you, actually followers, that are following you for months, sometimes even years before they ever book an appointment with you. And it's so easy to forget about those people because, to be honest, sometimes they don't sometimes they don't even comment. Sometimes they're never going to send you a DM or watch your stories or anything. I call these lurking followers, right? They're lurking and they're just watching your page. But then one day you post something, you write a caption, you create a post, you post a beautiful photo, you make a video, whatever it is, you do an Instagram story. And finally, they're like, I need to book with them. This is the moment. And so I want you guys to remember this. If you take away anything from today's class, I want you guys to remember that you never know what that post is going to be that's going to get somebody to finally book with you. And the more you're posting and the more you're putting your valuable content out there, there's more of a chance of a potential client to see what you're posting and to finally book with you. Okay, so you might be asking, what is this follower to client journey? So I'm going to kind of walk you guys through what I feel like that looks like. And so often, again, we think that maybe a follower lands on our page. Maybe somebody's scrolling on Instagram, maybe through the hashtags, maybe they look through, for instance, where I live, Orange County Hairstylists. They tap on a hashtag, they see my photo, they click over to my page, and we're going to talk about this in a second, but what's going to get them to finally click the follow button? So let's say they do click the follow button, right? They start to follow you. They're not immediately going to hit that contact button to book with you. That's just not how it works. They have to build up a little bit of know, like, and trust. So they got to get to know who you are. They got to get to start to trust you. And ultimately, then if they trust you, they will book with you. But they got to get to know you first. And so they're going to kind of follow you for a little while. Like I said, sometimes this can take months or even years to have somebody following you before they ever turn into a client. Then finally, One day they see you post something. Like I said, it could be a photo, it could be a video, it could be a story, it could be anything. It could be a caption. And they finally see that and they're like, man, I need to finally contact them to book an appointment. And so as easy as it is to get discouraged, I want to give you guys that encouragement that you have to remember that there are people that are following you that could turn into clients, and that's why you can't give up. So I wanted to share with you guys this story. This is actually from one of my students, Linnea. For some of you guys that don't know, I have an online program called Oh Hot Gram, and the doors are actually closed right now. We're going to be opening them for Black Friday, so a little preview there. But the doors are closed right now. But she wrote in our Facebook group, and she said, wow, you guys, I just got an extension client on Instagram. Her ticket total came out to $825. Oh my gosh. She found me from a post from 4 to 6 months ago. She said she started following, which I had no idea and wasn't paying attention, and then started to read my captions and said this is what made her finally book the appointment months later. She's like, by staying consistent over an 8-month period of time, I've seriously been able to add up all of my services. You guys got to keep going. And so this is just a quick little story that I wanted to share with you because so often, again, we think that these clients aren't actually following or paying attention. And again, this client wasn't even interacting with her. She didn't even know that she was there. And finally, she booked an appointment with her. So you might be asking, okay, but how do I show up consistently? You might be thinking, I barely remember to post. And when I do, it takes me a while to find the photo, to edit it, write a caption, make sure it looks good with the photos, tag the brands, all of that stuff. How do I actually stay consistent? So I wanted to share with you guys one of my favorite tools that I use. And this, if I had to delete all the apps on my phone, but I could only keep one, well, obviously besides Instagram, the only other app or tool that I would use would be this one. And this is the Plan app. And you guys might have heard me talk about this app before, but I wanted to walk you guys through kind of something that I use with the Plan app, and it makes life so much easier. So you can use a tool like Plan to kind of organize your posts, right? You can pop in future posts and you can rearrange them to see if they look good next to each other, or maybe if you want to post more hair photos, but you want to incorporate personal photos. We'll talk about that in a second. But the Plan app is first there to help you organize your posts. But then it has this really cool feature where you can remind yourself to post. Now, with the Plan app, you actually can post on like a schedule, right? So it has you where you can set up a post and it'll post automatically for you. However, I do not recommend this. The Instagram algorithm does not like it. So what you're going to do with this feature is you're going to go to your little photo. You can type out your caption ahead of time. Then you're going to click this little clock and you're going to say, hey, on Sunday morning at 8 a.m., I want to post this. And what it's going to do is Sunday at 8 a.m., it's going to remind you, hey, it's time to post that photo. So we'll talk about how this plays into it in just a second. But this tool can really help you stay consistent with your Instagram. So what you could do, like once a week, maybe on your day off, maybe on a Monday or a Sunday, you would batch all your content. So you'd find your photos that you want to use, you'd put them into the Plan app, you'd edit them, put them into that planner, organize them. Then you could plan out a week's worth of content. So maybe you're going to post 5 times next week. And so you're going to, because you want to stay consistent, right? So you post 5 times, or maybe post every other day, whatever that might look like for you. And you're going to plan it all out. And then you're going to type out your captions, put in the hashtags for that post, and then you're going to schedule times for that post. So maybe you do this on Monday, and then you're like, Tuesday morning, I'm going to post, and then I'm going to post Wednesday night because I know that's a good time for my audience. And then I'm going to post Thursday because that's a really good time. And then Friday and Saturday, and you go on, right? And you're scheduling out the times for your post so that you don't have to think about it. And so this is what I like to call batching your content. You're doing it all at once. And so instead of doing it individually every single time, which takes way more time, you're doing it all at once ahead of time. All right. Does that feel good? I feel really good about that one. Let's go into strategy number 2. Strategy number 2 is you need to share more than just hair photos. So I want you guys to ask yourself this question right now. What is making you stand out from other stylists in your area? Think about it. What's actually making your Instagram page stand out from everyone else? And I don't care about everyone else all throughout Instagram. I don't care what it looks like against an influencer or your friends. I care what does your page look like against other stylists in your area, and what's making you stand out? Because clients are literally using Instagram to shop around for their hairstylists. Back in the day, they used to go through like the yellow pages or Google or Yelp. But now, because they want to see the work, they want to see the experience, they want to see who you are, clients are using Instagram to shop around for their stylists. And in fact, they're going from page to page to page, maybe through hashtags, through other things. And in fact, Instagram even suggests other local salons and stylist pages to them. So I don't know if you guys know this, but if you're scrolling through Instagram and you find somebody's page, there is sometimes a little feature that Instagram suggests other businesses that are like yours, so other local salons and other stylists, to that person as well. And so they might find your page, they might like it, they might, follow it, but they're also getting other pages thrown at them, kind of like Yelp used to do, right? Where they're throwing other pages at them and saying, hey, you might like this also. And they're either going to click the follow button on your page or they're going to get distracted and they're not. So what is making somebody click the follow button on your page? Your page needs to tell a story. You need to show more personality than just hair photos. So I want to walk you guys through some examples of ways that you can do that. So here's an example of a page that's just hair photos. And I see pages like this a lot on Instagram. Now, all of these are great hair photos, right? But at the end of the day, this is boring. This looks like every other salon or stylist out there. There's nothing that's making them stand out. There's nothing that's going to make me want to click the follow button. Instead, what about a page like this? It's got a lot more personality. There's product photos. There's photos of the stylist working. There's personality hair shots. There's added personality to this page. And last example, here's another one. There's not necessarily even photos of the stylist, but there's product shots. There's photos of what I call stock photos. There's some different hair kind of personality photos. There's different braids in the client's hair. All of these kind of things look visually more appealing than a page that's just hair photos. And if you guys can see, look at the difference. I mean, which page would you want to follow? There's one that's actually stimulating to the eye, and then the hair page is just kind of boring. There's nothing that's intriguing anybody to click that follow button. So I polled my audience a couple days ago on my Instagram, and these were the responses that I got. So I asked them, how many of your top 9 photos are hair photos? And the majority of the hairstylists said that 7 or more of their last 9 were hair photos. Only a few stylists said they had a mix of hair and other types of photos, and less than 20% of stylists said they had equal parts hair and other photos. And I'll have to say, bragging on my students real quick here, a lot of the stylists that said they had a mix of their photos were my OHOT Gram students. So again, just wanted to brag on them for a sec. But a lot of them were saying that their photos, their last 9 photos, were majority hair photos, and there weren't any other personality photos. So I wanted to give you guys some different ideas of how you could add personality to your page. So first one would be stock photos or flat lay photos. You might have heard these called. These are going to be like product shots, your tools, shears, maybe a phone and a notebook, a pen, maybe a cup of coffee, right? Some Starbucks, different types of photos. And the cool thing about these kinds of photos is not only do they add a lot of personality to your page, so it kind of breaks up that visual of it just being hair photos, but a lot of these photos, you can add so much value in with the captions. So for instance, this photo right here at the top left-hand corner with the phone and the notebook, you could talk about how you're getting booked up for the holidays, or how you, clients need to start pre-booking, or maybe you have an appointment opening available, or that you love your job. Whatever you could do, a lot of these stock photos are a really great way to add a visual personality, but you can also add a lot in with the captions. And we'll talk about that in just a second. Another idea would be tips and tricks photos. So Style Saturday, Main Monday, Tip Tuesday, quick tips, right? These could be little fun things that you could do. You could do video tutorials. For me, these are a lot of hair color related ones. This could be towards your clients, talking about why they need to get a toner with their service, or maybe why they should get their hair cut more often, or what low maintenance looks like. Or you could do a video tutorial, whatever this might be, but tips and tricks photos. Personal photos. If you are not posting personal photos on your Instagram page, how are your potential clients able to get to know you? you definitely want to be sharing personal photos. So this could be a selfie. This could be a photo of you and your partner, your kids, your dog, whatever. This could be just a photo of you doing something you love. This could be a photo of you working behind the chair, working on a client. But absolutely, you want to make sure that you're showing photos of yourself so that when somebody lands on your page, they know who they're getting. And the last thing would be salon photos. So photos of the inside, photos from the outside, photos of reception area, shampoo, your station, close-ups on your station, whatever that might look like. Clients want to see what they're stepping into. So absolutely show off your beautiful salon photos. And I know that I said that I was going to share with you guys one simple hack, but taking photos like this ahead of time, so ones that I just showed you, or having photos like this ahead of time, allows you to create what I call a content bank. So when you feel like you don't have any photos to post, what you can do is you can take those salon photos ahead of time. You can take those selfies ahead of time, those product photos ahead of time, those personal photos ahead of time, and you're gonna add them into your Plan app, and that's a content bank full of photos that you can use over and over and, well, you can't use them over and over again, but you can use them on those days when you feel like you've got nothing to post. So I like to call this a content bank, and literally I deposit photos into it and I take photos out when I'm ready to go. And the great thing is I have photos for years. I could post every day for the next year and have plenty of photos to go because I created my content bank. So I want you guys to start thinking about, how can I start to create a content bank with my photos? All right, moving on to strategy number 3. You need to focus on your captions because they're more important than you think. I think a lot of times as stylists, we don't focus on our captions enough. And in fact, our captions are actually a bigger deal than our photos. So a lot of times we only focus on the photo. We're like, oh my gosh, I got this great photo of my client, blah, blah, blah. And then when it comes to our captions, we post something boring or lame or basic because we don't think that the caption's a really big deal. But like I said, captions are a bigger deal than even your photos. In fact, captions tend to be the thing that turns a follower into a client. This is what gets potential clients to know, like, and trust you. They feel like they're speaking to you. They feel like they get to know you. And ultimately, this is what's going to lead them to trust you to book an appointment. So you've got the perfect photo to post and you're ready to post, but then you go to type out your captions. And I know how you're feeling. You're thinking, I've got nothing to say. Yesterday, I posted something about a bon balayage. So today, I'm going to post something about caramel macchiato latte balayage. Right? You post that day in and day out. Or maybe you post something like, happy Sunday. What are you doing today? Captions like that are never going to get people to A, know, like, and trust you. But B, that's never going to turn a client into, or a follower into a client, ever. That never gives them a reason to engage with you. That doesn't give them a reason to book an appointment with you. So we have to start thinking, how can our captions start to really create a better conversation? And this is what I call the SCS method. And the SCS method, I can't even say it. The SCS method stands for strong caption structure. And so I'm going to walk you guys through what the strong caption structure is, but excuse me, I had to take a sip of water there. The strong caption structure really helps you create captions that are going to get your clients to engage with you, or get your followers to engage with you and your clients, get your audience to engage with you, and turn those actual followers into clients. So number 1, part of the SCS method is you got to have a strong, catchy headline to grab people's attention and make them click to read more. I'll show you guys in just an example here. Number 2, it's got to have a body, the middle part, that either educates, inspires, or entertains your audience by adding value. So we got to make sure that we're adding value to our captions because, again, this is going to start establishing that know, like, and trust factor. And thirdly, you got to have a closing question or a call to action, meaning tag a friend, comment something, a call to action is making people take action, to make your audience engage with the post. If you haven't been getting a lot of engagement on your post or on your captions or on your photos or whatever, you're probably not implementing the SCS method. So let's give you guys an example of a weak caption. Now, I kind of mentioned one just a quick second earlier, but here's an example. Caramel balayage I did on my client yesterday. Call to book an appointment. Or caramel macchiato balayage. Insert coffee emoji here. Right? I see captions like this all the time. And a lot of times it's not because we're necessarily lazy. Sometimes it is, but a lot of times it's just because we got nothing else to say. We don't know how to write better captions. And so here's an example of a strong caption structure. But one thing I want to mention real quick before I show you guys the strong caption structure is captions like this are, like I said, not causing followers to turn into clients. Call to book an appointment. Okay, like what's really going to make me call to book an appointment? What value are you adding to this caption, to this post, to your experience on Instagram that's actually going to make me call? So here's an example of a strong caption structure. How would you like to be able to go 6 months in between color appointments? That's our catchy headline, right? As a client reading that, you'd be like, 6 months in between color appointments? Yeah, I want that, right? So you captured them with that strong, catchy headline. Here's your body that's going to add value. Yesterday, my client Jenny came in for her bi-yearly appointment. Because she's a new mom, she likes her hair to be low maintenance. So I decided to do a caramel balayage with brightness around her face to help her color last another 6 months. If you hate getting your hair done every 8 to 12 weeks or are looking for something lower maintenance, send me a DM and we can chat to see if this technique would be right for you. Then our call to action and question. Who else thinks this color looks like a caramel macchiato? Raise your hand below if you think so. So you guys can see how I'm catching their attention. I'm adding value. I'm sharing, hey, this might be for you if you have this kind of hair or if you're this type of person. And lastly, who thinks that this looks like a caramel macchiato, right? Just adding something fun. Raise your hand below. It's getting them to engage with it and getting people to start to take action with your captions. So I hope that really gave you guys a good example of what the difference is. And I hope that you guys can start implementing the SCS method. That's really hard to say, by the way, SCS method into your captions. But you might be thinking, okay, Jamie, I absolutely want to put all of this into play. I want to create a content bank. I want to schedule out my posts so I can be more consistent. And I do want to write better captions that go with the strong caption structure. But I'm going into a crazy busy holiday time this time of year, and I still don't have time to sit down and do all of this. If that feels like you today, I get it. Because here's the thing, we're going into the holidays. We're going into the busy time of year where at the end of our 12-hour day, the last thing we want to do is write an Instagram caption, or at the beginning of our 12-hour day, or we don't have time to sit down and create that content bank right now, or we might not have time to sit down and think of those really strong caption structures, or even have an hour to plan out our time. So this is something that I know that's really busy right now, but I want to ask you something. What if I would be able to, oh my gosh, I would love if you guys could be able to, you guys can see that strong caption structure SCS method really tongue-tied me. Okay, so here's what I want to say. I would love if you could still be busy at the salon, making all that holiday cash, but still be able to show up on Instagram and create valuable content for your audience and potential new clients without feeling overburdened with all the stress of posting on Instagram on top of everything else. We know the holidays are not only busy at the salon, in fact, it's the busiest time of year, but it's also a really busy time outside of life. And I don't want you feeling overburdened thinking about Instagram. I want you feeling like you have a weight lifted off your shoulder. So I can help you. Here's what I want to ask you guys. I have a really fun announcement to share with you guys. And before I do that, I want you guys to know that this video that I'm going to share with you guys has been a long time coming. It's something that I'm really, really excited to share. But I will tell you that the quality here isn't going to be the super highest. So afterwards, I'm going to show you guys where you guys can go watch this video, and I'm going to post it on my Instagram. So you guys can watch the full thing there. But I also want you guys to know that it might be a little bit lower quality right now. So I'm going to switch over my microphone real quick, and that way you guys can hear it really well. Here we go. Oh, hold on one sec. Got to switch out my mic. I tightened my little microphone. Oh, here we go. Okay. Wow, guys. I'm doing good over here. I wish you guys could see this. I wish that the camera was turned on me. Here we go. Okay. Oh, hold on. Why is she always so early? Whatever. She gets to work anyways. Mixing color, tearing foils, retouch-ups. Oh my gosh, she always tells the story. Wait, that could be a good caption. Don't forget to write that down. Processing, rinse, toner, shampoo. Ooh, definitely gotta get a photo of this. But first, she's gonna sweep, rinse those color balls, and update those client cards. To post on Instagram. It's been like 5 days. Shoot, I didn't take any photos today. Fine, I'll just post one of these. Now I have to write a caption. Why does this always happen to me? I know there can be a lot to do when it comes to keeping up with your Instagram. So that is about to change. I'm Jamie Dana, and for the past 3.5 years, I've helped tens of thousands of hairstylists grow their businesses using Instagram. Some of the biggest struggles I hear from hairstylists is not having enough time to take photos, struggling to write captions, and not being able to post consistently. And on top of all of that, how do you make sure that your Instagram content actually turns those lurking followers into clients? After all, the entire reason you're using Instagram is to get clients, right? So I got to thinking, what can make hairstylists' lives easier and less stressful? That's why I created the Social Suite. The Social Suite is a monthly membership that gives you access to tons of new stock photos, customizable caption templates, and a bundle of digital assets, all designed to save you time so that you're not wasting hours stressing about what to post or writing lame captions, but instead helping you feel less overwhelmed so that you can focus more time on what you love to do. Plus, you get access to our private community to help give you support and accountability. Because ultimately, I want you to have a thriving business behind the chair. The entire Social Suite membership is designed to help you create a successful business using Instagram, all without the stress that comes with creating content. Are you living the sweet life? All righty. Okay. What do you guys think about that? Oh my gosh. Okay. I'm so excited to share that with you guys. And I was so excited to share it with you guys live here. I know that it wasn't the best high quality, but I'm going to share with you guys how you can watch that again in case you want to watch it. It'll be all over Instagram, every platform. But I'm excited that you guys could see that first. And I'm really excited to introduce to you guys the Social Suite. And so the Social Suite is something that I came up with after hearing so many of you guys struggle with writing captions, coming up with content, having things to post on Instagram, and feeling like Instagram has become this chore, because that actually broke my heart, because I truly feel that Instagram is something that we as hairstylists can use to grow our business. But it made me bummed and really sad to hear that so many of you guys were feeling overwhelmed, stressed out by it, and just not enjoying the process. And so I created the Social Suite. And so you might be asking, okay, what's inside the Social Suite? Tell me more. I know you saw just a sneak peek in the video, but I want to share with you guys more about it. So basically, the Social Suite is an entire membership designed to help you create a thriving business using Instagram without all the stress and overwhelm that comes with creating content. And along with all of the monthly digital assets, which I'm going to walk you guys through in just a second, and our social stylist community, you can finally feel confident with your Instagram, knowing that you are growing the type of business you want and love. So what's inside? All right. So every single month, it's a monthly membership. And every single month, you're going to get access to 30 stock photos. You're going to get access to 15 caption templates and prompts, a surprise bonus bundle of digital assets, which might be things like Instagram story highlight cover photos, Instagram story templates, maybe a PDF, something surprise, a little surprise bundle every single month. and you're gonna get access to our private community for support. And this is something, like I said, that I've created after hearing not only from my audience and from my students, but something that I know will help you guys create that content bank, come up with captions, really give a beautiful look to your Instagram, and have that supportive community and accountability that you feel like you need. So the entire social suite saves you time so that you're not wasting hours and hours stressing about what to post or writing lame captions, but instead helps you feel less overwhelmed so that you can focus more time on what you love to do. And I know that you guys love being hairstylists. I'm going to assume that you love to spend time with your clients, that you love making their day, and you also love doing other things too, right? You love spending time with your family and being able to enjoy your hobbies again and whatever you like to do outside of work. And I want to give you guys back your time so that you're not wasting it worrying about Instagram. It's also going to help keep you posting consistently and intentionally. So we didn't really go into so much strategy today, but it's also going to help you create a content bank so that you're posting on an intentional way. You're posting consistently. No more just throwing up those random posts or photos without a strategy, or forgetting to post like 5 days in a row or weeks at a time. I'm sure that's happened to you guys where you're like, shoot, I have not posted. It's been like 5 days. That's not going to happen anymore. Now you can easily stay on track with your posting and never feel like you're getting behind. It's also going to help you convert those lurking followers, like I talked about, into actual clients by helping you quickly write really amazing captions that encourage your followers to not only engage with every single one of your posts, but also gets them to take action and actually book an appointment with you. It's also going to turn your page from messy, boring, generic. Maybe your page kind of looks like the one that I showed you that's just all hair photos. And you're like, this looks generic, right? It looks like every other stylist, or it looks really messy, or maybe your page just feels boring and lackluster to you. It's going to turn that page into branded, cohesive, and unique so that you can stand out from every other hairstylist in your area. And lastly, it's going to give you a place of support and community where you can go when you have a question or you want feedback on your page. And it's also going to give you a chance to support others on their journey too, because going at it alone is hard. And sometimes you just want a place where you can ask a question and get some feedback, or post up something and like, hey guys, should I do this or should I do that? And get some feedback. And this is going to be your place of community, not only where you can do that, but also where you can be supportive towards others and meet other like-minded hairstylists who think and do business just like you. So I wanted to share with you guys a couple different examples of some of the stock photos that are going to be in this month's actual membership. So these are ones that are already in there. And as you guys can see, these are just like those personality types of photos. I love this one, improve your selfies, see your stylist. Those are just kind of fun ones. We add in lots of different stuff. And I'll also let you guys know that a couple months ago, I polled my audience not only on what you guys struggle with, but also what your brand looks like. So I took that into account of, do you guys use a lot more metallics or do you use more neutral colors? And so the entire suite is designed to fit your guys' Instagram page. And the cool thing is, with these stock photos, you never have to give credit. You can edit them the way that you like. And then they are designed to be used on Instagram, but you can use them other places too. You could use them on Facebook, on your Pinterest, on your website, if you have a blog. We've even had a couple of our students use these in their business cards before. We have a couple stock photos inside our OHOT Grant program, and they've used them on their business cards. And so you can use these wherever you want. You don't have to give photo credit. They are yours to use. They're yours to edit, whatever you want, but they are designed to already fit into your Instagram page and start making your page look really branded. Here's an example of what the caption template PDF is going to look like. So you can access it right from your phone, from your tablet, from your computer, whatever. And they're meant to be copy and paste into your phone. So you just copy, you save them into a note section on your phone, and they're fill in the blank caption templates and prompts so that you don't have to sit there staring at your phone for 30 minutes. They're also written with the SCS method in mind. and they're designed to help turn those followers into clients. So every single month, you're going to get 15 of these. And the cool thing is with these caption templates is I recommend saving them in a note section on your phone. And the best thing about it is not only you can use them straight right out from the book, right from the PDF, they're copy and paste ready to go, but you can also adjust them and change them and use them in the future. So not only are you creating a content bank worth of photos, but now you have a content bank worth of captions. And I think that's something that's really powerful of those times when you just feel like, I got nothing to say. This is going to be able to help you use these over and over and over again and really personalize them. So everything that's included, again, you get the 30 stock photos every single month, brand new ones, exclusive to this program. You can't get them anywhere else. You get the 15 caption templates and prompts, that surprise bonus bundle, like I said, of Instagram story highlight cover photos or Instagram story templates. It's going to be a fun surprise every single month. And you also get the private community for support. This entire membership value is a monthly value of over $100. But I wanted to do something really special for you guys because these people, you guys who join right now, are going to be my founding members. And so I wanted to offer you guys a founding member price of $20 a month. Now, I will say that this price will go up. This is the only time that we're ever going to offer it this low, but I wanted to do something special because I truly believe that there's something special about being a founding member, being an OG, being the first. And I remember you guys, like I know who my first students are that were in OHOT Graham. Like I know who they are. And something is really special about being a founding member. So we're offering it to you guys for $20 a month. We will never offer it this low again. And I want you guys to know that this breaks down to 66 cents a day. 66 cents a day. So it is very affordable and you get all of that, all of those assets, but most importantly, you're getting your time back. We also do have a little fun founding member bonus, I guess you could say, for people who join for the year. So we have a yearly price where you can join for the entire year at $197. And with this, you actually get 2 months free. And I'm going to be hosting a bonus extra workshop in a couple weeks here. So you're going to get access to that workshop. That workshop alone is a $97 value. So you're just getting like tons of value added in. But that bonus workshop is going to be how to actually plan out your Instagram content and how to get the most out of your Social Suite membership so that you're actually utilizing it. So we're going to be diving deep into some really cool stuff that's going to help you for the new year going into 2020. But that's only if you buy the year price, by a year in advance, and you get the 2 free months and the bonus workshop. That breaks down to $16 a month. So it's saving you $43 over the entire year, and it actually takes the cost down to $16 a month. So that's the lowest, like I said, it will ever be. We might not even ever offer a year-long price again. So this is going to be the chance that you can get that. And it actually breaks down to 54 cents a day. And so one thing that I wanted to ask you guys is, isn't your time worth more than 66 cents a day? Trust me, with this kind of entire monthly membership bundle, you're going to get back so much of your time, and not even just time, but the stress and the overwhelm that comes along with it. And one last thing that I wanted to say, that as a founding member, you guys get your rates locked in as long as you keep an active membership. So if you join in now at $20 a month, you get to keep that rate forever. And that's a cool thing. The price will go up. We will be raising the price when we open up the doors again. But for founding members, you get that price locked in. And so that's something that's really, really cool, and something that I wanted to honor you guys and just say thank you for being part of my audience, for being part of my student base if you're one of my students, and just say thank you for being a founding member and for giving me the feedback to create this product, because I know that it's going to help so many of you guys, and I'm just really excited. So you get your rate locked in as long as you stay a member and keep an active membership. So how to join? You can join at jamiedana.com/thesocialsuite. You might be able to click the button down here below, but I'm just realizing that actually takes you to a different page. So do not click the button down below. That's my bad. That actually takes to a different page. So just go to jamiedana.com/thesocialsuite. And just so you guys know, the doors are only open to new founding members until this Friday. So once Friday happens, we're closing the doors at Friday at 9 p.m. Pacific Standard. That's going to be the last chance that you can become a founding member, get all of those bonuses, and get the founding member price of $20 a month. Like I said, it's going up next time. We will never offer this price again. And I want you guys to be able to get that rate locked in. So go to jamiedana.com/thesocialsuite and you can join in there. So we're going to open it back up to Q&A. I know that quite a few of you guys had a couple questions here. I saw a couple of the questions in the chat box were something like, I wish that I had that many photos in my plan app. I saw somebody comment that and they were like, I just need more photos. I'm like, here you go. And then somebody asked, where can I find better stock photos? Well, here's where you can find better stock photos. So I'm going to switch over to here. If you guys have any questions about today's class, or you want to ask me something about the Social Suite, please go ahead and do that. I'm going to open that up real quick right here. I also saw that Mark, my husband, posted the link in the chat box, so you guys can join that over there. Here we go. Okay, let me bring back my face. I'm here. Okay, so I'm gonna go through and answer some of your guys' questions. I am just so excited to have you guys here as part of this founding member thing. And if you guys wanna see that video, like I said, it's over on the Social Suite page over there, the website, so you guys can go watch that. I know it was kind of glitchy here, but I totally wanted to share it with you. Okay. Okay, so this is a really great question. Lindsay said, what's the difference between OHotGram and the Social Suite, and why would you choose one over the other? So I'm really glad that this question came up because I had a feeling it would. So OHotGram, for those of you guys who maybe don't know what that is, or you're like, what? I heard you mention it a couple times. So OHotGram is an entire online program. So OHotGram is going to offer you things like the strategy. It's going to offer you a step-by-step plan on how to use Instagram as a hairstylist to grow your business. And I want you guys to think of OHotGram almost as like a college course or like a training program. It's the entire strategy that you're going to need as a hairstylist to grow your business. We only open the doors to that program a couple times a year, but we are opening the doors to that on Black Friday, and we'll have it open for a couple days. So if you guys are interested in OHotGram and you're thinking like, hey, that actually might be good for me, go to ohotgram.com and you can join the waitlist over there. You'll get emails on all that stuff. And that's gonna be the last time we actually open the doors to OHotGram this year. So if you are interested in that, you can get some more information about that over there. But basically, it's an entire training program. Social Suite is basically all of the content done for you. So obviously there's certain things like hair photos I can't take photos of for you, right? But this is going to really help you create that content. It's going to save you. I'm basically doing 50% of the work for you. In fact, probably more than 50%, because if you think about captions, that takes up a lot of time. So that's going to be the really cool thing about the Social Suite. OHotGram is like the strategy, the know-how, the training, all of that. Social Suite's the done for you content so that you don't have to think about it. It's like plug and play. You put it into your Instagram, you put it into your plan app, it's done for you. So it's the content already. So hopefully that gives you guys an idea. Also, just on the payment side of things, OHotGram is $697 one-time purchase, and you get lifetime access to it. This is a monthly membership, so every month you're going to get new things. So I'm really glad that you asked that question, Lindsay. Okay. Okay, so Casa Nail says, I'm a nail tech and salon owner, so I'll be buying for the salon, but wondering if I could use it for my nail page too. So definitely the Social Suite is designed specifically for hairstylists. So one of the things that you could take out from the Social Suite membership could be the caption templates. Now, I will say that those in and of itself are way worth the $20 a month. So if for you, like maybe you're another beauty professional, you could absolutely take out the caption templates, switch out the words like balayage and do, gel dip powder. I don't even know what nails are. Switch out that kind of stuff. So you could use it. But I will say that this entire membership is designed specifically for hairstylists. So all of the photos are going to be hairstylist related. All of this stuff is going to be geared specifically for us, for hairstylists who are really trying to grow their clientele. So that's what it's geared for. In the future, we might open it up to other beauty professionals, but for now, it's geared towards hairstylists. So if you are a hairstylist, it's perfect for you. Guess who joined? Look at that. I love people are like, look out for me to join. I love it. When does this all start? Right away. That's a great question. You get access to it all right away. So the second you go over to the social suite or jamiedana.com/the social suite, you click join, you get access to it. So you could literally start using all of these photos, all of these caption templates today if you wanted. So that's something that's really fun. And I do recommend downloading that plan app and taking those photos that you got for this month, popping them into your Instagram and popping them into the plan app and really start using them already. One thing I will mention is too, these are monthly. So the cool thing is you're getting access to November, and then December 1st, we're going to be launching December's photos, and those will be a little bit more holiday related, and January will be a little bit more New Year related. So they'll always be very neutral. One thing I will say too is there are no products in them. So we do use things like tools and like brushes and things like that, but there are no specific branded products. So for instance, let's say you are a Redken salon. There's not going to be any photos in there that have, you know, maybe another color line, because I wanted to make it as clean and simple for anybody to be able to use them. So it's not branded. They're not going to be like sponsored or anything like that. So that's a really cool thing is they're really plug and play, and they're able to be used in the way that you need them to. So just wanted to mention that as well. Okay. Such a great question. Somebody asked, can I use PayPal? For this, we only, you can only use a credit card for this just because it's a monthly thing. PayPal is like super weird of how it comes out. So unfortunately, our system doesn't let us use PayPal, just regular credit card. Okay. So many people are saying, awesome, I'm joining in. Let me actually just go see. I know we probably have had a ton of people join in, but I just want to welcome in some of you guys. We have Carly, we have Selena, Sheena, Skylar, Brooke, and Natalie. Hey girl, I see you. Jody, we have Suzanne, we've got Tracy. Hey Tracy, I see you in there too. Amanda, Kate, Shavonda, Alexis, Julie, Jenna, Heather, Wendy, Victoria, Ruth, Natalie, Bethany, Amani, Tehran, Samantha. Oh my gosh, so many names. Heather. Oh, wow. They're just coming in. Let me see if I can go to the next page. Heather, Daniela, Shelly White. Hey, Shelly girl, I see you. I love it because I see a lot of these names pop up, and a lot of them are my OHOT grad students or just people I interact with. And sorry if you didn't get like a personalized shout out. But anyways, Sharon, Kenzie, Kelsey, Elizama. I don't know how to say that name, but it's a beautiful looking name. Eliza, maybe? Eliza. We'll go with Eliza. Julie, Lorna, Jama. Oh my gosh, Kelly. So excited, you guys. We've got so many new people joining in. That just makes me so stoked to have you guys in there. Okay, so somebody asked, is it a contract? Can you use it for a couple months and cancel? Is it month to month? Yes, absolutely. So on the little checkout page, there are like our terms of service in there, but basically you can cancel at any time, just as long as you let us know within 48 hours of your billing date. So that's another question that's kind of probably coming up too, is when will I get billed for this? So you'll get billed for this 30 days after you joined. So today's the 11th. So you get billed on December 11th and then January 11th and then, you know, so on and so forth. So, but if you ever need to cancel or you need to put your, account on hold or something, just let us know. The only thing that happens when you do cancel is if you do decide to come back, you will be joining in at the current rate for people. And just a heads up too, we're only going to open the doors to this a couple times a year. So it won't be a thing where you can just join at any time. So if for some reason you have to cancel or have to take a break, that's totally awesome. But you can't come back in until we open up the doors again, and then you'll be rejoining in at that rate. So just wanted to give you guys a heads up. That's the benefit of being a founder, is you get your rate forever as long as you have that active membership. Okay, great question. Somebody says, I'm already in OHotGram. Will the stock photos be the same or different? So these stock photos in the social suite are designed for the social suite. They're exclusive to this membership. They are not anywhere else. And the stock photos that you have inside of OHotGram, those are part of that program. They're like a little bonus for those of you guys that are wondering what the heck I'm talking about. There's a bonus inside of OHotGram. Those stock photos are just for that program, and they're not offered anywhere else either. So the social suite ones, the cool thing is not only do you get like this month's, but then you get next month's, and then you get next month's. And so you get a reoccurring new set of stock photos every single month so that you can really start to curate that content bank. And again, the cool thing is let's say you use you have November's, stock photos, and then maybe it's like January and you're like, well, I haven't really used that one yet. You can still go back and use it. You still have access to it. So that's really, really cool. Okay, sorry guys, I'm trying to keep up with the comments. Usually we have like a thing here where I have it. Okay. Is there a link to sign up? jamiedana.com/the social suite. Okay. How do you choose which ones to post? So this is actually a good question because I would recommend putting them into Plan App, and then you can just choose which ones really fit in with your page and your brand and the photos around it. So I really took into mind, like I said, the branding of your guys' Instagram. So I made it so that it would fit in kind of no matter what kind of branding you have. And that's why I did a lot of those polls, was to see like, hey, do we like brighter colors? Do we like more neutral colors? Do you guys do blondes? Do you do brunettes? Do we do bright colors? Like, what kind of hair do you do? So that it would really fit in with the rest of your pages and images on your page. And one thing that I will say too is we plan to, as the membership goes on, is to pull our members and say like, okay, what do you guys want to see more of? Do you want to see more photos of notebooks or a laptop or a phone? Or do we want to see more like in salon photos? You guys get to help create the content and give us feedback for future months. So that's something that I'm really excited about. And one of the really cool things about you guys being a founding member is you guys get to be here from the beginning and really get to see how the membership evolves. So that makes me really, really excited. Okay. Let's see here. Love it. It's definitely a great way to get ideas. Awesome. Okay. It looks like some of these ones are older comments. Just trying to go back and forth between my two chats, you guys here. How do I log in once you've joined? So you're going to get an email, and it should take about like 15 minutes, hopefully not longer. If for some reason an email doesn't come through after you've joined up, send us an email, jamie@jamiedana.com. It's also in the link in my bio on Instagram. If for some reason it doesn't come through, go ahead and let us know over there and we can get you taken care of. Sometimes it's just like a typo in the email when you logged in. So, but you'll get an email and then you'll get access to log into it. And then from there, you can download all of your stock photos and the caption templates and this month's bonus surprise bundle. And then you'll get access to the Facebook group as well. Okay, somebody says, can the color be adjusted on the stock photos to flow with my current scheme? Neutral, but accent colors are mostly blue and green. Absolutely, yeah. So you can edit these in any way that you want. So let's say some of you guys I know are using like presets on your photos, or you're using maybe like a certain filter that you always use from like ViscoCam or something like that. You can absolutely edit these to fit your page. We created them very neutral so that you could add and layer on top of that to really fit your brand. So I know that we already have some people, we let a few people in from Rise Up Live, which was my live event last week. We had a couple people, we had a lot of people join from that event. And so they got access. So I saw some of them already using it and they started to put like their presets on it and their filters and stuff, which I thought was so fun. So yes, you can do that kind of stuff because they're your photos. You don't have to give me credit. You don't have to say these are from Jamie Dana. You don't have to tag me. They are yours to use in the way that you want to, which is great. Oh, this is a really great question. Will my page end up having the same photos as other stylists who sign up? So potentially you might be using similar photos as someone else, but I will say this, that there is going to be so many different options. And when you guys log in, you're going to see that there's not just one photo of each thing. It's actually different poses of the photo or different angles of the photo. And so this is really cool is maybe you use one now, you could use one in the future, but the way that you curate your page is going to look so unique and so I guess, unique to you, that I wouldn't even worry about other people using these images because they're going to look unique to you and how your page looks, how your brand looks. And the cool thing is every single month you're getting new ones. So there's not going to be a lot of people that are using the same ones. In fact, we have a little bonus bundle, like I said, inside of our online program, Oh Hot Gram. And those photos have been recycled a lot just because they're the same photos and the same like group of people using them. So I have seen them, but it's probably just me seeing them. Your potential clients and other people on Instagram most likely aren't going to see another stylist using them. So I wouldn't even stress about it, especially because you're getting new content all the time. Okay. Okay, so it says that they're trying to join. Stephanie says she's trying to join. Just go to jamiedana.com/thesocialsuite. And if for some reason it's not working, we'll make sure to get it working. I'm going to turn my air up here, guys. I'm like, I'm sweating in here. It's like getting warm here. It's crazy. It's like 80s still here in the wintertime. I'm like, what is this? Okay. Okay, so this is a great question. I feel like if you use neutrals, but you lean towards like pink and rose gold, will the filters be able to tweak that? Yeah, so like I said, you can use any filters to tweak that. Like I said, ViscoCam is a way to do that. That's something that I use personally. There aren't any tutorials inside the membership, but if you go on YouTube or just even tweak around with different ones, you can find them. Will it be $20 a month until Friday? Yeah. So basically we are closing the doors on Friday to new members. And after that, you won't be able to join in until we open the doors again. So we're doing this just to keep it really clean and really tight, especially in the Facebook group. Excuse me, but we're allowing new founding members until Friday. And then, like I said, after that, you won't have an opportunity to join. And when we do open the doors again for new members, the price will be going up. Okay. I love it. So excited to add this as another resource along with Oh Hot Gram. Yes, yes, yes. Okay. Okay, so question, if you do the annual option, you only pay once a year. So it'll just renew after a year. And that's actually the best price because you consistently get that. Basically, it's like $16 a month if you break it down yearly. So you get that forever. As long as you have that active membership, you get that for a while, which is great. Oh, wow. Okay, sorry. Okay, let's see. Sorry, guys. Oh, this is a great question. If I sign up, am I able to use the content on both my personal hair page and my salon page? Absolutely, yeah. These are for you to use any way that you like. The only thing that we aren't able to let you guys do is to share them with others. Because you invested in the membership, because this is your investment, you're putting out the money, this is for you to have. It would almost be like sharing, like your Netflix password. Like definitely not supposed to do that. So we don't allow you guys to share them with others, but if you have a salon page that you run, absolutely you can share them on both and use them on both, which I think is great. Okay, let's see here. How do I sign in after signing up? Yeah, like I said, you'll get an email and you'll get all the access there. Jamie, your Instagram has been always my inspiration. Now I have the tools to help me. Yes, I love that. Okay. I'm so excited. I'm all the way in Essex. Wow, I can't even talk, you guys. London. Your work is helping me sort out my life in regards to my business. Why are you so far? Oh my gosh, I totally got to go to London and hang out with you guys. Okay, let me just scroll up. Again, if you guys have any more questions, I can hang on here for just another few minutes. Okay, somebody said, speaking of editing, what is a good app to change the backgrounds? I have a photo that has a messy background and I want to delete it and make it all one color. So we teach that more inside of our Oh Hot Gram program, where we go a lot deeper into that in our editing video. There's a whole editing tutorial. Probably I'd recommend either Snapseed or Facetune. And if you YouTube it, there's lots of tutorials out there, but we do have a tutorial specific for that inside of Oh Hot Gram. Okay. What would be the best program to figure out when to post? So like I said, Oh Hot Gram is going to have all of the strategy and all of those kind of questions. Like I said, it's a full in-depth online training program. This is more the content. So this isn't necessarily going to have any strategy for you. That's going to be inside of Oh Hot Gram. And the doors to that will be opening Black Friday. for a couple days. So if you want to get on the wait list, you just go to ohotgram.com and you can get all the info there. Okay. Excited to use this along with OHotGram. Emily, I love it. So excited. Okay. I think I got most of the questions in here, you guys. I love it. Okay, let me just go check one more thing. I wanted to see if we had any new people come in. Just wanted to welcome you guys in. Helena, Abby, CG, Michaela, Alyssa, Hope. I love that name. Elsa, Alex, Samantha, Chelsea, I think is how you say it. I actually used to play volleyball with a girl named Chelsea. I haven't seen that name in a while. Rochelle, Allison, Cassandra, Tiana, Gloriana, Alyssa, Ashley, Chloe, Brianna, Jillian, Chantel, Leslie, Candace, Kelly, Emily Osser. I see you in there, girl. Chelsea, another Chelsea, Julia, Martina, Shane, Abby, Nicole. Oh my gosh, Nicole, Jody, Symphony, Aaron, Serena, Hannah, Kelly, Lauren, Thomas, Carly, Selena, Sheena. Okay, I think I got down to the bottom there. Okay. Oh my gosh. So many of you guys joining in. Looks like we just had a Kelsey, a Muse Boutique, another Kelsey St. Marie, Helena. Okay, we already got there. Wow, you guys, I freaking love it. I'm so excited. I see so many of you guys joining in at the yearly price, and I'm really, really excited about doing that workshop with you guys. You'll get all the information about that in just a couple weeks, and it'll be a workshop kind of like this, but it'll be recorded too, so in case you can't make it live, you'll get access to that as well. It's going to be a really helpful workshop to really set you up for 2020 and going into the new year. So if you guys have any other questions, I'm going to switch back over to the page real quick here. You can also send me a DM on Instagram or over on our website for the social suite. If you go to jamiedana.com/the social suite, there is a little icon down there where you can ask questions, and we'll have that on available all day. So you guys can ask questions over there. That'll basically send us an email and then we can get back to you. But that's a really quick place to ask a question. My DMs might be a little crazy, so send me a DM, but if you don't get an answer right away and you want to ask a question over there, that is going to go to our email support desk, and we'll definitely make sure to get that answered. Okay, somebody asked, will I ever teach how to take photos? I actually do have a YouTube video for that, but we go really in depth into that inside of OHotGram. So if you're looking for more, like I said, strategy, more step-by-step, more how-to, that's going to be inside of OHotGram, and I definitely would recommend that for you. We have an entire module dedicated to hair photography, how to pose your clients, how to light your clients, what kind of lights you should use, what kind of phone you should use, what kind of camera you should use, all of that stuff. I do have some resources over on my YouTube channel for free, but if you want something a lot more in depth, OHotGram is going to be where it's at. Emily says, so jealous of your sunny weather today. Oh my gosh. Oh yeah, it's kind of nice, but also like kind of hot. We're kind of like, okay, I want it to be fall. Okay. Let's see here. Sorry, I'm trying to catch up with looks like there is can we follow each other? Absolutely, especially once you guys get inside the Facebook group. That's going to be your place where you can have that support, you can have that community, you can have that accountability. So the Facebook group is going to be really, really cool. And it's just your guys' community to kind of hang out and chat in there. Okay. Oh yeah, and somebody asked, am I able to share this with somebody else that wasn't able to be here? Yes. So just so you guys know, we are going live with this in a half an hour at 12 p.m. I just wanted to give you guys first access to it. So we're going live with it. We're sharing it all with everybody, to the public. And so I'm really, really excited for that. So please feel free to share about it. There is a little thing once you join, there's like some Instagram story, like templates that you can post on your page. Please share those. I would love to reshare them. And yeah, so please share it with everybody. Okay, so it looks like, let's see here. Let's see, I think we got, I already checked. Okay, somebody says, couldn't wait. Already checked the caption templates and they're amazing. Just exactly what I needed. I already know this is worth the investment. Thank you so much. Oh my gosh. I wish that your name was put in there, but that is amazing. Like I said, I feel like the caption portion of it is just worth the $20 a month because that is the biggest thing we struggle with. But obviously all the fun stock photos and all of that stuff is worth it as well. So thank you for saying that. I'm so glad that you already jumped in. I love that you jumped in you got it, and then you came back over here to share that. So awesome. Awesome. Okay. Yeah, it looks like when is the next workshop that would be different for this on? Not quite sure what that question is, but if you're asking about if you buy the 97 or 197 year membership, there will be a free bonus workshop. We'll be sending out all the information for that. It'll be probably mid-December, so keep an eye out for that. And like I said, even if you can't make it live, you'll get access to the replay, so you won't miss anything. And if you're asking when we'll do another workshop like this for like a free online workshop, we definitely won't be doing that till into the new year. So a little bit of ways out. But again, thank you guys so much for here. Somebody said, can we start with the monthly, then switch to the yearly? Leilani, great question. Go ahead and just shoot us an email with that one. That's probably more on the tech end than I know right now. So shoot us an email, jamie@jamiedana.com. We can answer that for you. But yeah. All right, guys, I'm going to jump off. We did have one other question here. So would the social suite pics suit a barbershop? So I will say this real quick, that these photos are definitely probably designed for a stylist who is trying to attract more of a feminine, more of a female kind of clientele. So we don't have a lot of masculine photos in there. There will be some, but they're definitely geared towards more of a feminine clientele. So probably for a barbershop, it wouldn't be the right fit for you guys. But like I said, for those of you guys who are trying to grow your clientele, who are trying to get a little bit more of that female clientele or just a feminine look to your Instagram page, these are going to be right for you. And just so you guys if you guys want to, there is an example over on the social suite. It'll show you guys some examples of this current month and what's kind of coming in the future. So you can kind of get an idea of whether or not that would fit your vibe. That's going to be up to you in deciding whether or not that fits your brand. But like I said, it's definitely geared towards hairstylists, one, and hairstylists who are trying to attract a clientele, a little bit more female clientele. So but thank you for asking that question. Such a great question. All right, guys. Again, if you want to join in, the last day to join in will be Friday, this Friday, the 15th at 9 p.m. Pacific Standard. But one thing I want to just say as we wrap this up and before I let you guys go is do not wait till Friday to join on this. I would hate for you guys to miss out and miss the founding member price, because I think so often we think like, oh yeah, I'm going to do that later. And then life happens and we've got the holidays coming up and we forgot. And I would really, really hate for that to happen to you. So please, if you're thinking about joining it, join in now, lock in that rate, get the founder member special, I guess. And I can't wait to have you guys inside the membership. For all of you guys who have joined in, I cannot wait to see you all inside the Facebook group, chatting, hanging out with each other, and just to have you guys inside all of the things and to really see your guys' photos. So thank you again for being here live. And I can't wait to see you inside. All right, guys, talk to you later. Bye.